Hello and welcome to another episode of Vegan Bites with Nekei. My name is Nekesha Francis and I would like to welcome you to my home. Today is a bit different. I'm not out at a restaurant as I usually am, sharing the best restaurant meals with you. I'm getting a bit personal today and sharing with you being vegan on a budget. You know, when most people think about being vegan, the first thing we think about is being vegan is expensive. Oh my God, I'm going to spend so much more money on my groceries, and what do I eat? That is like the challenge, right? So I'm going to help you fix that issue today, right? Step one, what do I eat? That is what most people ask. And how much money will I need to spend on groceries, basically feeding my family for the week? What I can tell you is I have a family of 3. So my husband, myself, and my 3-year-old son. And you may think 3 years old, he's a child, no, he's just going to eat something. No, I count him fully on board because he eats really well and he likes food, not just a sandwich, food. So basically it's 3 of us and I cook pretty much every day. Some days I wouldn't cook and we would eat out, but I would tell you about that as well, right? But what I do, first of all, I have 2 main resources that I use. One is an app, and the app is called Forks Over Knives. That app gives me recipes and I can make my grocery list from the app and all of that. So on a Sunday, I would typically sit down with my 2 main resources, which is my app, Forks Over Knives, and this book, which is So Vegan in 5, right? So this book is from Roxy and Ben, and there's recipes. I mean, you have everything you can think about inside of this book. You have dinners, you have desserts, you have side dishes, you have salads, and you have sandwiches. You have everything that you can think about in here. So this book, and because it's only 5 ingredients per recipe, you basically it doesn't really take long to cook, and you don't need much things to cook. So thinking savings starts, right? So this book and my Forks Over Knives app, on a Sunday, I will sit with both, or a Saturday night, I will sit with both and decide, okay, what we are going to eat for this week. And I will create my recipes around those and my grocery list. But however, my budget is always $100 per week. Hear that? $100 per week, which is $400 a month on groceries, serving 3 persons, eating a fully vegan diet, right? That's what it is. And I shop 80% of the times at Whole Foods. 80% of our shopping is done at Whole Foods, and the other 20% is at Publix, right? So first things first, I pull up my book, I get my recipes together, and I say, this is what I'm cooking this week. I will go to the Prime Now app because I am an Amazon Prime member. So go to the Prime Now app, order my Whole Foods, and they have this free 2-hour delivery. So I do not go to the grocery, which is another way on its own to save money. Walking around the supermarket typically will make you spend more money, because that's what I used to do. I will go for one item and then I'm like, oh, I want to try this. Oh, I like this, right? So unless you are like completely disciplined, then I would say use the online options, right? So you shop at the Whole Foods app, you get your groceries there. And what I use Publix for really, Publix typically have these buy one get one free things on, like pasta sauce. So because we love pasta in this house, so pasta sauce, and I use the Uncle Ben's brown rice. Whole Foods doesn't carry that, Publix does, so I get that there as well. And what else do I get there? Typically that's mainly it. Oh, and I get pasta as well when they have the whole grain pastas, buy one get one half, or buy one get one free, sorry. So that's what I used. I basically just use Publix when I see a special that I want, and it's a better deal than what I would get at Whole Foods. I would just get it at Publix and use Instacart for delivery or pickup. So again, I'm not going into the grocery to shop, right? So that saves me time, that saves me money. So now you have your groceries for the week. It's $100 a week, shopping 80% at Whole Foods, eating a fully vegan diet. And one of the things I like about the forks over knives is that it's a bit more on the Whole Foods plant-based side, so you get a lot more healthier dishes. So I do a mixture of the 5-ingredient book and forks over knives so that you get that healthy and all of that. So yeah, being vegan, you can do it on a budget. I serve 3 people, and that's it for $100 a week. The second thing is basically eating out. So we all, whether we like it or not, we end up eating out, right? At least for me. Like, I mean, you can see from Vegan Bites with Nekei, that's how it all started. Finding the best vegan restaurants around the world to eat, because I love eating out. So we budget also on average, I would say $100 a month for eating out. Now, I'm huge on budgeting, you would realize that, right? Because when I budget, I feel like, okay, I'm in control of what's happening. When I don't, and then you check that bank account, you're like, right? So eating out, we would spend like about $100 a month, and unless we have like a huge special occasion or something, then we would go over a little. But again, I will budget for that at the beginning of the month. So you get meals every week at $100 a week, and then $100 a month. That's for the days that you decide that you want to eat out. You want to have that pizza without cheese. Yeah, make sure to ask just salad pizza without cheese, right? Or you want to go out to a nice restaurant and sit and eat with your family, because as women, we sometimes get tired of being in the kitchen all the time. So some days I'm like, I'm not cooking today. Can we just go out and get something? So we cater for that as well, to be realistic. When back to the grocery shopping, when I'm shopping outside of what I'm getting on that list, I also add some staples. So some things that the pancake mix is something that we use, because I make pancakes for Liam for school for breakfast. Most of the times, my husband and I have this protein powder, which is Orgain. We have found this to be our best protein powder, and I will leave a link in the comments so you can get 30% off any Orgain purchases as well. So yeah, this is the protein powder that we use. We typically, and then almond milk to make our protein drink. That's also purchased every week. But again, we stay within that $100 regardless of what. So if this week I know we are running out of protein powder, then I will say, okay, our groceries is X amount less what I'm going to spend on protein this week, right? It's not that difficult. It's some principles that you take from buying regular groceries and you just switch it over to eating vegan. So just to let you know, being vegan, 1, it does not have to be boring, and 2, it does not have to be expensive. You can do a full vegan lifestyle on a budget, right? If you have any other tips that you can think about, that you know about, that you use for you and your family, feel free to share it in the comments. Let me know what is your money saving tips for being a vegan on a budget. And for those of you who are thinking about being a vegan and wondering, how can I do this? Then I hope that this video helps you. And I really hope that this answers any questions that you may have had. So I am Nekei Francis, and this is Vegan Bites with Nekei. Thank you for tuning in, and you can go grocery shopping online now and spend $100 on groceries per week buying at Whole Foods. Bye.